stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Nealand on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the ball's headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not... Off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw at Stockton. He's going to take a shot right away. Snags it down the right side. Running free. The 20. The inside to the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. With the draw, it's Bishop. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score. They get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal in ball. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Shoots it to the left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Quick tempo here for the offense. Drops back on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Stopped right there.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Out wide left, it's Matthews. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Trying to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteers! The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Stockton. They'll run the screen. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Second down. They want to throw it. Hauls it in. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Handoff for Frazier. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
2nd and long here. Wants to pass. Left side is Frazier. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. The give, running right, it's Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. Got some green grass. Looking for room at the 30. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldog! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out wide right, it's Staley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground with the counter. He's got enough. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Finds his man. It's Matthews. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Gordon. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. unloads to the wideout. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Hits inside, it's Bowen. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Trying to get out from the shadow of their own end. It's 2nd and 5 from the 10. And he almost had a pick.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Keeps it moving. It's Bowens. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's
going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Rush is on. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tells to run, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They moved backwards a couple of yards on that last pass, and now they'll try it on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Bishop. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Look out! Just gets rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here's a give to Frazier. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on third. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Past the 30. At the 20. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dotson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. see, ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Play action on first down. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Bishop. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Staley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
They punted away on fourth down. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out wide right, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Bishop. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Got it, looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Morris. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Vols! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Runs through a tackle. Pass to 6. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They'll ride the hot hand. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Handoff for Frazier. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the field. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Dogs have it with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. top on second down. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge third down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. In traffic, it's Davis. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Burrowing for yardage. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play they can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. Taken down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
The crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Rolls right. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Fires it incomplete.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Sells to fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Smith with the grab over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. First and 10 from their own 17. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, gonna throw it. The short hands, it's Bishop. After 45 on his way. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Vols have this offense rolling. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Caught. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He'll set up to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Push is ahead. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Line getting set on 2nd down. Frazier again. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts. You just take one here. By this offense, they still don't have to be in that big of a hurry. Nice job managing their timeouts.
Well, running the ball there and getting the 1st down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here. Catch your breath and get your plan of attack on.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on 2nd down. They'll give to Frazier. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field.
Oh, he found a space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.